Hey guys, how's it going? I'm the Kind One, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a quick little tutorial, well, not really quick, on how to create a new arrow or a new ammo for a bow in the Arc Dev Kit. Alright, to go ahead and get started, we're going to need a bunch of different things. First of all, let's look up arrow. It's just always a good place to start. You can find the arrow icon. We'll just go ahead and go to reference viewer from there. And this is always good. Primal item ammo stone. We're going to need that. Find in content browser. Going to grab it and drag it to my mod. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and create a new folder called Arrow. Alright, and then now we're going to go to, let's see, none of those. We're going to need this, the Ingram entry for Arrowstone. And Projectile Arrow, definitely. See what else. I know we're going to need some other stuff. I think we're going to need weapon bow. I believe, but I'm not positive. And I think that's it for now. Let me see at our little collection and see if that feels right. I feel like I'm probably missing something. I made one in my little mod here, so let me see. I, of course, recolored everything. Weapon bow, arrow, item ammo, got it. Ingram entry, and the rest of those are just aesthetics. Okay, so let's head back over to the my mod, to the arrow. I'm gonna go ahead and change my settings real quick. My primal game data override to the my mod rather than the mod I'm working on. My mod. And my mod. Alright, and make sure you guys do the same if you have more than one project, or if you just somehow it got changed. And remember, we're going to label all of these with my mod behind them. I'll always do that. It always keeps things simple, so you know what's going on. Ah, keep missing. Once you've done that, we're going to be labeling a lot of different things. It was an accident, but I'm just going to leave it open because it's going to need to be open anyways. Oop. My mod. I hope you guys are faster than me at this because I'm going brutally slow right now. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we can see we got our static mesh here, which is just going to be like what the arrow looks like when it's in the air, pretty much. The pickup item class, which says primal item ammo arrow stone. You know what? Let's call ours something different. Let's call ours arrow flint, just cause. We want our arrow to be different. So that way we can click here, the primal item ammo, primal item ammo. There we go, arrow flint. When you pick it up, you get 1 per 1. Let's see what else. Gravity scale. Let's say we want ours to go further. The gravity scale is going to adjust how quickly it falls. So like as it says, 0 is no gravity. So let's go ahead and put that at 0.15, so it'll fall half as fast as the other arrows. It's probably going to be a little ridiculous, but you know, just for the sake of the video. I'm going to scroll all the way down because I know there's one all the way down at the bottom. You got to change. So if you miss it, it's really going to screw you over. Nope, maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. Okay. It's in a different file, I suppose. Alright, so that's the projectile arrow. We're going to save that. We'll go ahead and rename these flint arrows just so we have don't get confused. I do apologize for this in-between time, but I figure this will help make things as basic as possible, and it should give you guys time to catch up if you do fall behind. Alright, we're going to go into primal item ammo now. We're going to scroll all the way down until we see something interesting. Right here. Okay, support drag onto item class, primal item weapon bow. So that's like, these are the three things like you can drag them onto, basically. So you can use it in a bow, you can use it in a crossbow, and you can use it in a compound bow. But the weapon template is what it's going to be like. This will be for a weapon bow stone, but we're using a weapon bow for a flint arrow. Because if we look up the different kinds of weapon bows there's more than one. I'll show you real quick. Bow. You're going to see weapon bow. There's trank and there's just weapon bow normal. Ignore the copper one because that's just my personal project. And then we have flint, and that's the one we're going to be using because we're using the flint arrow. And you can see here there's a weapon crossbow and a weapon compound bow. But the thing is, those are going to be as if you're using stone arrows. So basically it's saying we're going to be it'll be like a flint arrow on your original bow, but it's going to be like your stone arrows on your other bows. So what we're going to have to do if we're going to want to do that is we're going to have to find the weapon crossbow, and then we're going to have to make another version just like this, and then make it the weapon crossbow flint. Same thing for this. For the sake of this video, though, I'm not going to be doing that. We're going to go ahead and clear that. So basically, it says like, when you look at this, what you're looking for is what you can drag it onto. You can drag it onto the primal item bow. You can drag it onto the primal item crossbow, which I'm not doing. You can drag it onto the primal item compound bow, which I'm also not doing. And it's got to be in the right order. Like the 0 slot is going to line up with the 0 slot here, and the 1 slot's got to line up with the 1 slot here, and the regular's got to line up with the regular. So basically, it's saying like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, even though they're labeled differently. Anyways, let's go ahead and change the name to Flint Arrow. Description actually fits now. And let's say we want to make our crafting resources a little different, because thatch, flint, and fiber does not make an arrow. You need wood. So we're going to go with 1 wood. And let's say we want to make that fiber 4. I don't know, just cause. Here's your arrow icon, which we originally used to find out everything else. I'm going to keep scrolling down. Make sure I don't miss anything. Keep scrolling. Nope, here. Okay, so the item quantity, you can change this if you want to craft more than 1 at a time. So say I put that at 2. So now it's going to craft me 2 at a time when I craft arrows. And I apologize for my voice if it seems weird. Alright, I believe that's all for this. Obviously you can change the amount of experience you get from crafting it. Oh no! Flint. Gotta change it there. Ooh, I think I missed something. No, I didn't. Okay, yeah, there's no weapon template because it's a projectile rather than just a regular weapon. Alright, so now we've gotten the projectile, the ammo. I believe we've gotten everything in here. I feel like I'm missing something. Yep, I got those. Maybe the very bottom of this is different. Yeah, I just feel like I'm missing something for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I could have everything completely done right now. Alright, well, we'll just give it a go. We're going to go ahead and make sure we get our engram referencing the right primal item ammo. The ammo flint. We're going to compile that and save it. Make sure you compile and save everything as you go. Then we're going to go back to my mod. Open up this. And you can make as many folders as you want. You can make 100 folders deep and it'll still work. That's something I love about this. We're going to add this to the additional blueprint classes. We're going to look for flint arrow. Oh, arrow flint. We're going to compile that and save it. Something just doesn't quite feel right, but I guess we're about to find out. Give engrams. Give resources to craft it. Let's see, flint arrow right here. Let's go ahead and craft us up a few of those. You see I crafted 10 there, even though I only used 5 wood, which means I only clicked it 5 times and crafted 10, so that worked. Uh-oh. Yep, that didn't work. That did something weird. Okay. So, let's go back and find my little issue. I had this issue when I first made it, and I fixed it, and I just completely must have forgotten what it was. Scroll through real quick. Make sure it references all the right stuff. Folder paths. Okay, that looks right. Just referencing the flint arrow, that's right. I believe I already clicked on that. Yeah, I did. That's alright. Where is the thing I'm missing? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Weapon ammo item template. Here it is. So we gotta go to primal item ammo, arrow, flint. There we go. And maybe one more thing all the way at the bottom of this huge file. Yeah, the weapon bow, I think I just completely missed. Somehow. Just scrolling through. I'm not skipping to the bottom because I don't want to miss something else on accident. Here we go. Projectile arrow. It is not the projectile arrow. We're using the projectile flint. Those are melee. Alright, that's right. Okay, that should work perfectly now. Plate. Give engrams. Give resources. We're going to craft 1, just this time, just so you can see. So I crafted 2. I'm going to craft a few more, just cuz. I'm going to throw them on my bow, and it worked. So you can see, I just loaded 1 flint arrow. I'm going to fire it. Consumed it. And I picked it back up. So now it is working. Alright, now let's go through and see if I can find some values for you guys to screw around with. So pickup radius is 60, pickup quantity is 1. You guys already knew that. See what else I can find. I believe the damage is defined here. Maybe not though. No, it must be defined in the weapon bow. Let's see. But yeah, it's definitely working now, so if you guys are just here to see that part, then you've got it all working. If not, and you'd like to see how to damage it, okay, and do other stuff, then keep watching. Alright, so as you can see here, we got the minimum initial speed and the maximum initial speed, which basically means if you barely pull the bow and just barely let it go, it's going to be going 900. But if you really crank back on the bow and then let it go, it'll be 3,600. Let's make that 7,200. It'll go twice as fast as it previously would. But let's make the pull time 2 seconds. So he's got to pull it back for 2 full seconds before letting go to go at maximum speed. So the damage factor for slow arrows is 0.5. So it'll do 0.5 as much damage as it's supposed to if you fire it just barely by barely pulling it. But if you really crank down on it, it'll do 1 times as much damage as it's supposed to. Which that value is defined somewhere else. I'm going to have to find that. Minimum pulling time to fire is 0.3 seconds. So if you wanted to make it to where you had to pull it all the way back, you could make it 1 second. Or let's say 0.5 seconds, because my draw time's a lot longer on the 7,200. Alright, let's see. We got equip time, 0.67 seconds. If we make it 0.2 seconds, I might be able to load arrows faster. I think that's what that means. See if I can find the damage. Maybe I can search damage here. Damage type, damage amount. Okay, so this is where you can, oh, it's a melee. Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and compile and save that. I think that may be defined in Projectile Arrow. I may have just missed it. Here we go. There it is. So if you want to make that 200, it'll do 200 damage, which is the same damage as a rifle. So you're obviously not going to do that, but I mean, you could. So let's do the same thing. Give engrams. Give resources. Craft this a couple. And test it out. See if our changes worked. I can't tell if the arrow went super fast or not. See if I can tell this way. I don't know. It seems like it's going pretty dang fast to me. If we make it some ridiculously slow speed, I guarantee you could tell. But anyways, guys, that should be it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.